What's going on, YouTube? Dad Dash here, and I'm coming to you with a video today to talk about your approach for the month of November and your approach going forward. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. But first, let me ask you, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, hit that subscribe button right now. I've got content coming out that's going to be about various different things. I'm currently working on another ride-along video that's in production. I'm also working on various videos regarding tech related to gig work. So this is stuff you don't want to miss, because I own 8-9 phones, and I've used each of them, and I'm going to be giving tips, tricks, strategies, and all the things I've learned over the last 18-month journey that I've had owning various different phones and various different devices. So hit that subscribe button, make sure your notifications are turned on, and make sure you don't miss anything, because I think this is valuable information. Anyway, all right, guys, so in today's video, the topic of today's video is no value, no trip, what that means, what that is, and why this should be the motto and the focus of all gig workers across the way. I've talked about the fact that we are gig business workers, or gig business operators, I guess I should say, not workers, sorry, take that back. There is a difference. We are gig business operators. We operate a gig operated business. And what does that mean? I've been over that. That means we use apps to make money, and we use a business-like approach. We don't own anything. We don't own brick and mortar. We don't own walls. We don't have employees. We have ourselves, or at least probably 99% of those that do gig work. That is who we are and what we are. But what is our approach? What should our value system be? And I have been doing this now for over 18 months. I have almost 3,000 delivers. I can speak on this now. When I first got in this, I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea who I was, or what I needed to do to be successful. I had come from 15 plus years in the financial world, running multiple businesses, having great success in that market. However, at the same time, sacrificing my time with my family and my kids. And I came to gig work because I wanted to open up my schedule, and I wanted to make sure I could enjoy the final few years I had with my 16-year-old and 12-year-old who are older. And I had just become a dad again with a 2-year-old at the time, or I guess he was a little less than 2. He was 1.5 at the time I made this switch. And I wanted to be able to be part of all three lives and make sure that I could do it right, because I realized suddenly, making money is great, but at the same time too, there does need to be a balance. And I wanted to make sure that I was going to be able to have a fulfilled experience on all ends. And I thought gig work might just be the way to do that. But I didn't really know the strategies. I really didn't know what to do. I really didn't know how to do it. I really was just kind of like, what's the approach? So I went to YouTube. I started watching. I learned about no tip, no trip. I learned about accept every order, top dasher pursuits, everything, right? But one thing to me, I think encapsulated it all, because to me, all of them are various strategies. No one gig worker is right, or gig business operator is right, I should say. I keep calling us gig workers, and that isn't right, because a gig worker means we're working for somebody. We work for ourselves. We're operating a business with a business-like mentality. And if that's the approach you take, you're going to be successful. But anyways, back on topic. I believed, I was trying to figure it all out. And it finally clicked one day when I started looking at it, and I said, what is the key core principle? There's always a key core thing that once you understand that key core principle, it unlocks the ability for you to make money, be successful, and allows you to focus on that key core component, and then boom, success just comes. I mean, it doesn't necessarily come every minute of every day. It doesn't come every week. But overall, in the long haul, if you focus on that one key component, success comes, and it becomes consistent. And consistency for success is something you have to track, and you have to be patient about. And sometimes it doesn't present itself right away when you go into a new concept, because it's new, right? It's new. We're trying it out. There's trial, there's error. And as anyone who's been in business understands, many, many failures are going to come before your success. So we as gig workers, did it again, gig business operators have to be willing to fail and learn from those failures. We have to be willing to have bad days to develop the good day strategy and the strategies that ultimately, in the end, over the course of evaluating a week, month, year, 2 years, 10-year period, that we're going to have more good days than we are bad days. That is the goal. And that we can't allow a bad day to just completely derail us and derail our mindset and derail our approach to the point that we get so inconsistent with how we're approaching our day that success becomes difficult. So, what is this thing I'm talking about? What unlocks it? And that is no value, no trip. And what this means is if there is no value in an offer being made by a gig app, you simply say no and you move on to the next one. And you don't work until there's value for you to work. And the question for you is, the beautiful part about this concept is it holds it across the board. If you want to be a top dasher and value for you is becoming top dasher, then every order might hold value to you. Take the order. If you want to be if you're more worried about consistently earning on a daily basis and having better days, more good days than bad, or maybe you're in a market that doesn't have high volume for any one app, so you need to string them all together, then for you, you're looking at value on an individualized offer basis, and you're trying to find the app that's going to present to you the best value, i.e. you are a multi-apper, you are a multi-apper cherry picker, and you're looking for value in that. So your value statement of what you're looking for, because you understand you're working in a lower volume market, you're looking for higher orders, higher money, and you're looking for the lowest possible completion time. So with that, you go and you find it. And again, when you find something of value or that you perceive value at, you take it, you accept it, you work it. The other key component is analysis after the fact. Whether it's I took every order, became top dasher, did that present the value statement that you thought it had at the beginning? Did that fall out? And the only way you do that is you have to be willing to keep good records so you can be constantly evaluating the value that you're gaining by the decisions that you're making. And now, this doesn't mean that just because you make a decision that doesn't lead to the value you thought it was, that had no value at all. It had lots of value because it gave you information about what decisions are not valuable, to which you can take that and use that into the future to avoid making those decisions again and make an adjustment to your decision criteria. This is what it means when I say no value, no trip. Hashtag no value, no trip. It encapsulates all of it. It covers all of it. It's inclusive. It embraces everyone, and it's a approach that every business person, when you go out and you go to the fast food restaurant business or you go to any business whatsoever, not every business perceives the same value as every business. So when we're out here as, gig business operators, trying to tell every gig business operator what they need to do and how they need to run their business, that really doesn't make sense, because that gig business operator has a different car than you. They have a different amount of money they need to make from you. They have a different approach than you. They're working a different amount of time than you. They're working a different time of day than you. So their approach, their value is not going to be the same as yours. However, what we need to do is encourage everyone to work to their value. If they do that, if you do that, then you will make money over time. You have to be patient. And if value doesn't exist today, have the courage, strength, wisdom to turn down the offers until you find something of value to work for. And my friends, I will tell you this right now. You will make money if you do that. There will be offers that will come through. And if you are working 2 apps and you're not getting enough volume from those apps, add a 3rd. If 3 doesn't do it, add a 4th. If 4 doesn't do it, add a 5th. If you're just doing food delivery, be willing to go do grocery shopping. Be willing to do Amazon Flex. Check out Walmart Spark. Add to your basket of orders available for you to work when you're able to work. It will allow you to see more orders. It will also give you a better opportunity to find your value. So my friends, I want to start seeing it out there. If you agree with this, put in there hashtag find your value. Write in comments if you agree with this. Also, start using and spreading the word. No value, no trip. It's that simple. All right, guys, I hope so far the last 10 months of the year have been profitable. I hope you've made money. We got 2 months left. It's time to close our year out. It's time to evaluate the last 10 months. It's time to figure out what you need to be successful to make 2022 a success. It's time to evaluate what your idea of success is. It's time to know what you need to do, what your value is, and what you need to seek. And it's time to close the year out strong. And let's hit that subscribe button and get me to at least, I'd love to get this channel, I wanted to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, but I'm adjusting that. I'd love to get to 500 subscribers. If you are a new person that's watching this channel today and you can help me do that, I would be forever grateful if you hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video if you agree with the content and agree with the message in it, so that this video gets views and other people can see it. And also, please hit that like button as well to let YouTube know that you enjoyed this content and that it's worth others watching. In the meantime, guys, stay profitable, stay valuable,